I know. Forgive me for not showing my face today. It's something that I'm trying new, and reality. Does the face really matter? You know, some cases yes, some cases no, right? And some people like to say, "Well, if I gotta know who I'm talking to. I gotta see the face so I can trust the person I'm listening to, right? How do I know this is an avatar or is this is something else?" Honestly, we're in a time right now you can't really trust anything. I mean, I had a guy do some work for me, and AI is. I say AI is a very powerful tool that's out there, and he made my pictures come to life, which is cool. I mean, I'm not saying it ain't cool, but the question comes back, regardless of whatever command you make the picture do, right? That physical day, because the picture, you take the still picture, but then that comes back that did you both do that? Was that a video of you both doing that, or was it AI make that picture come to life? And this is where we are right now. We are in an age of, can my eyes believe what I see? And in Luke 21, it says, "Take heed that you're not that take heed that you not be deceived." And deception is real, ladies and gentlemen, especially in this day and age. And I'm not saying AI is not helpful. AI is a very powerful tool. It is. It's a tool that I think that I'm sure people in the, growing up in my age group would have been like, man, if I had AI to do all my editing, because to define an editor at a price that is define an editor, but have the budget to be able to pay that editor. Both of them are hard to do because financially, what if you don't have that money, right? So now you're in debt. But then the editor, they're looking for work. Now, where jobs for editing and going through and verifying that the punctuation is correct, the I's, T's across, all that stuff, you know, that kind of work is, if you're still doing it, my hats goes off to you, right? And my hats go off to you because that means you are valued. The- And that comes back. Do you find value? Now, the gentleman who did the work, I know what he did. I know he did the AI work, and I found value for the fact that he did it. So I'm thankful for that, and I'm grateful for that. I looked at his product, right, and I was excited. I was like, well, let me ask this guy to do this for me. He did it. Okay, obviously. Okay. Now comes back to me. Do I post that work? I think that's the moral piece of it, right? Because in reality, when you look at it, you see what looks like me and my wife dancing and holding each other's hand and kissing each other. But the reality is that footage isn't that day. So it's almost like I wish that would have happened that day, but it didn't. So I had the AI generate something to make it look like that happened that morning or that evening. And then, oh, by the way, let's add weather to it. Oh, by the way, let's add this. And this is where AI is either very helpful or very dangerous, right? Take heed that you're not being deceived. Even what's happening over Taiwan and China, right, with their war drills, right? That's actually perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with them doing war drills, right? Because us as the military, we do it all the time. We do. It's not something uncommon. This really, that's a very common thing because why? You prepare what you practice, and when that day comes, for every scenario, that's what you do. That's your job. That's what you're called to do, right? But in the title, it says China declares war. Now, you will say, well, is that true? Let's look around. Let's look at C-SPAN. Let's look at CNN. Let's look at MSN. Let's look at Fox. Let's look at Sky News. Let's look at all these other locations, right? Is this true? But no one else is talking about it. That's the part where you go, why not? If this is such a big news, and if this is something that this is something to be, I say, watchful, then it's almost like is it reportable, right? So let's say, for instance, I got AI talking to me right now. So, good morning, AI. How you doing today?
Good morning. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. How about you? Anything interesting or exciting on your mind today? I'm here to chat or help with whatever you need.
All right. So
Hey, what's up? I'm Philip, and
let's
I'm
go
here
with
to help
Philip.
you free your imagination.
All right.
So,
Hey, Phil, check this out. So today I received a message that Taiwan and China, so China supposedly has declared war on Taiwan. How up to date are you on that escalation? Give it a second. It's still thinking.
Good morning. Here's the latest update on the situation between China and Taiwan. While there have been significant military drills and heightened tensions around Taiwan, there has been no official declaration of war from China. Here are the main points from the latest headlines. 1. Military drills. China is conducting large-scale air and sea military drills around Taiwan, tagged as practice drills. These operations are seen as a warning against Taiwan's independence and demonstrate China's military capabilities. 2. Increasing tensions. These exercises have sparked fresh fears of a potential invasion, with Beijing officials emphasizing the drills as a serious warning to Taiwan. 3. Philippines concerns. The Philippines has expressed serious concerns about being drawn into any conflict due to geographical proximity, with the military stating they could inevitably be involved if tensions resulted in conflict. 4. US stance. The United States has warned China that its aggressive actions and rhetoric toward Taiwan could escalate tensions further, indicating significant geopolitical ramifications. While the situation is tense, it's imperative to distinguish between military posturing and any formal declarations of war. Keeping an eye on credible news sources will give us the most reliable updates. Let me know if there's anything specific you want to explore or discuss.
Okay, so there's a news network in India called WIO. You know about this news network?
Yes, I'm familiar with WION, which stands for World is One News. It's an English language news network based in India. WION is known for covering global news stories and providing an Indian perspective on international events. They report on a wide range of topics, including politics, economics, technology, and social issues. If you have any specific questions about WION...
So WION, or WIO, reported that today that China has declared war. Are you aware of that?
As of the latest updates, China has not officially declared war on Taiwan.
Okay. So, with that said, it's AI is only going to give you, so what I've learned with AI is it's only going to give you information if it's published within the last 10 hours, maybe 5 hours, maybe 2 hours, right? And if it's being really monitored. And for most people, you'll say, okay, well, how do I know this is true? And that's where it goes back to labeling and how you label your information, right? On the other hand, what it says is China declares war on Taiwan. China declares war drills on Taiwan. Which one sounds better? China declares war, right? It sounds better, and what does it do? It creates panic. It creates, okay, let me check this out. Back to what I said about the Bible scripture. Luke 21. Take heed that no one, that you not be deceived. You personally, you who is a Christ follower, you who is seeking God, you who is leaning on his word, you that is, trying to find, grace and hope and belief and building a stronger faith and direction on where you want to be in this life right now. How do you lead others to God? How do you lead others to Christ in these times, right? Take heed. Take heed. Meaning, what is heed? What is the word heed? Be cautious, right? Don't be quick to jump and react. But on that note, be advised. Be aware, AI. Be aware of the drone warfare that's happening in Ukraine and Russia. Be aware that China and the US and all these other countries are on the hunt and on the race for AI technology. The benefit, if I was a leader of the country, nuclear warfare is not the warfare that any true country desires to use. I say that if I can take drones and raise as much havoc with little to zero, hear me again, with little to zero impact to the ground, meaning the farming ground, then to me, if I was a world leader, that's what I would do. Why? Because I could take out mass casualties without using nuclear capability. This is the part that no one's talking about. And yes, is AI important? Is AI one of the I think one of the best tools that are out there, right? I said yes. I mean, obviously we're using it right now. You know, you can get real-time information right now, or at least within the last 10 hours, you can get real-time information, real world information right now. And it's going to search all platforms, not just one, but all platforms. And then it's going to go with the with the most viewed, and it's going to give you the information right in front of you, right? This is where we are. And the question is, how do we power through in these difficult times? Leaning on the Word of God, leaning on His Word, right? Following Him, meaning staying close to the Word, praying continuously, right? And putting our faith in Him. That's what we need to be doing. No. That's where we as the people need to like sit back and go, okay, this is where we're going as a country, this is where we're going as a people, this is where we're going as a family, this is how we're going as, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Keep going and keep going, keep going. You can go well, yeah, you can go forever, right? But the end result comes back to the soul. The end result comes back to your love and your faith and your walk with God. Be warned not to be deceived. Be careful not to be deceived. Be cautious not to be deceived. But why? Because many will come, many will come. And even be careful not to deceive yourself. Point blank. If we can take a photograph, which I think it's cool, but if you could take a photograph and generate a picture and make that picture come to life, and that event didn't happen, imagine what you can do when someone talks and put their own voice and then put their own picture, their own face on someone else's body, and then watch you literally run on a beach and you've never ran on that beach. Or put yourself or your face on a body and a person's playing a guitar and you've never been to that park. Who are you fooling? Are you fooling the person that's watching, or are you fooling yourself? And that's all I wanted to say right quick before I started my day. But I just wanted to put this out there. I wanted to try something new without showing my face. And let us all keep walking in faith. Keep seeking God, seeking His Word, staying in His Word, and leaning on Him in these times. Point blank. Have a rest and blessed rest of your day. May God be with us all. My name is Jason J. Knight. Thank you for joining Stan. Peace.